Is she here?
With permission, Judge, we've told them that.
All right.
Okay.
If it's
She's
okay
got too
with the
busy.
court.
I spoke with her and she said it's okay for us to approach on that DVR, so I apologize for that.
All right, Judge, and just to distinguish where we're at, this was not an alcohol event at all. He's been.
I don't know that. How do I know that?
It reads.
I know that. What, in these instances, what happens is someone puts something in between the leg and in between the device to be able to subvert any kind of reading. That's what happens. So when you see something where there's no contact with the skin for a certain period of time, here it's 2 days, there's no contact.
And that's exactly why we're here, Judge. And I showed the prosecutor his leg, and we've been having issues with his whole entire leg is completely chewed up because of this device. It is.
But the solution is you come to court, you say, hey, I need to switch it to another leg. You don't just on your own initiative start sticking a piece of paper or a towel or something in there, you know?
Judge, I get it. I mean, just there's a tamper event doesn't mean it was intentionally done. And he's on GPS and
There's no way for us to know. All I know is that it broke contact with the skin for 2 days.
I agree.
Come up. I appreciate your tenacity, Mr. Leeper, but he has a DWI. He's got an FSRA where we have a dead body. He's not one violation. We're now working on our second to third violation, and now you're putting something, or I don't even know, but all I know is that the device lost contact with your leg for 2 days. That is unacceptable. When you have issues with a monitor, you bring it to your lawyer's attention. You come to court and you say, look, this is what's happening. You don't put something in there in hopes that we're not going to notice. And now you tell your lawyer after the fact. I'm sorry, Mr. Lee, but what choice do I have but to revoke his bond again? You know, I know that it's upsetting, but no, I have a very serious case with you. You've been ordered not, you know that there is no tolerance in this case. Yet, you lost contact for 2 days. I'm revoking your bond. Go to jail. Sorry. Mr. Leeper, I mean, I don't know. Judge, you know, I'm not getting through.
Well, this is the other side of it too. He can't switch legs. He's got a GPS on his other one. You know, he should have, I agree with you, this court, I agree with it, but something's good. We're gonna have to change something or even move him to like a full-time portable blow because it's not an alcohol issue, Judge. And, you know, he obviously made the mistake.
I don't know that, right? Until you come here and tell me, I don't know. The only thing I know is we have a DWI, we've got an FSRA, we've got a dead body, and I've got multiple violations. And now you're hiding, you're doing something 2 days that I don't know about. You know what the proper procedure is when there's an issue. And you're just not doing it. You do what you want to do. That's not the way it works. And now you go to jail. Goes with you. I'm sorry, Mr. Leeper. I can't continue to justify it.
Fine, Judge.
He does bond out. We'll craft a different solution. I'm all ears, but I'm not going to let him continue to subvert.
What's his bond set at?
10,002. I mean, it doesn't make me happy, but I have to let him know that I'm serious, you know, and you go 2 days, you don't have it. You've lost contact. I don't know what he's doing in 2 days.
This is the thing that frustrates me about these devices. He doesn't know he's lost contact. That's we don't get an alert saying that he's lost contact. He didn't know until this thing came in. And so it's on his leg. He's showing up to work. He's back home on time.
The device is snug to your skin. It's literally, it has to have constant contact with your skin. So for it to lose contact with your skin, there's something in between it, or they've done something to it. They've loosened it to where it's lost contact. They've put something in there. That's why it's impossible for us to know. The only thing that we do know is that it lost contact and it lost it for 2 days. You know? Yeah, if it was our first rodeo, if it was our first, you know, I always give someone the benefit of the doubt. But here we are over and over and over. And I've admonished him the last time. If you ever have any problems, you come to us. You don't do things on your own.
Thank you, Jeff. I agree, Steve.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lister. So, well, look, he'll end up bonding out. When he does, come back and we'll talk about it. And we'll figure some solution out. My only issue is that if I give him a portable device, is he's going to start skipping blows. That's why we have this grant. But I'm willing to give him an opportunity to let the leg heal, give him a portable device.
Keep him on GPS and keep him on curfew hours.
Same thing, but I'm telling you, if I start seeing skipped blows, we'll have an issue. You know? Do me a favor. On Ms. Rivera, you take Lot Brooks off, please.
Yes.
Yeah, right now, please. Do you have a lawyer, Ms. Rivera?
No, sir.
Let me express how upset I am at this case, at how long it's been going on, and how much drama this has caused. You are now ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you so I know where you are at all times. I'm now also giving you a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. If I find that you consume alcohol or illegal drugs, I will revoke your bond. No. Let's do this. Do you mind appointing her a lawyer now, please, so we can once and all, correct? Just take a seat for me in the jury box, man. You're not allowed to leave. You know, it may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next year. But one day you're going to look at this day and you're going to go, why did I not make it work? You're in the PTI program. You've now been removed because of all these issues that we've had. You've now worked out an agreement, and what you need to understand that this DWI is going to go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. This is extremely important because if you're ever in a car and you get pulled over and you have the smell of alcohol, you have the smell of marijuana, anything funky, an officer, the first thing they do is they're going to look at your record. If they come up to your car and they smell funky, it's probably not going to go well. You need to understand that from now on, you will be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, Jeff.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement, Ms. Rivera. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, the right to be arraigned, charged ready to open court. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, this isn't like Target, you can return it. It will go on your record. It will be there forever. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand one more thing, that you're allowed to make mistakes. But when you endanger other people's lives repeatedly, there are extremely serious consequences. When you pick up a second DWI, what your lawyer asked me to do, he asked me to do two things. The first thing he asked me to do was to roll your court costs and to take off the DPS supervisory fee. The DPS supervisory fee in and of itself is $3,000, not to mention the court costs, which are another $400 to $500 on a first. You pick up a DWI second, you're looking at a minimum of around $6,000 in fines and fees. Do you understand? I'm going to waive your fines and fees today, but if you pick up another one, get ready. Do you understand? For $50, $40, one button can get you a car to take you wherever you want to go in the city. It's a geographical oddity where it's $40 wherever you want to go. Don't matter. Use Uber. Do you understand? Me, I'm now going to suspend your license for a year. Do not drive at all. The other thing he asked me to do was to waive this so that you have no license suspension. With all the issues and the fact of this now, no, I am suspending your license for a year. Do not get into a car. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
We're not asking for much. All we want are streets to be safe. Every single day someone dies, and it's just not fair. Don't kill anyone. How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 24 days in jail. I'm going to give you credit for the 8 days that you've done. I'm going to waive 3,400. What is it?
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm now waiving $3,475. Do you understand? Good luck, man. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm approaching on Hunter.
On who?
Hunter. He's got,
Patriot Hunter?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Is he here?
He is here. He has a BVR, but before we address the BVR, can I ask you to hear PC?
Haven't I already found PC?
You have, but there is a disconnect between what is in the DIMS and what the body camera shows.
I can't get into that now because that gets into more than just, you know what I mean? That we would do for like a suppression, but when you start getting into evidentiary things, like that gets into more outside of the scope of, because I have to give them the opportunity to respond to that too.
So I spoke with the state about this yesterday. And I don't know what has come of that.
I mean, I want to be fair to you guys, right? And when at a PC hearing, when someone starts getting into body cams, into videos and
My point, Judge, again, I'm relatively new to the court, so I don't really know how, what the court policy is on that, so
I'm always happy to rehear PC something on anything. But when you get into using evidence into a PC hearing, like, I guess that defeats the purpose because it's just supposed to, on its own, there's either PC for the PC hearing
Well,
or
even-
there just isn't.
On the face of the DIMS, I'm going to argue there's no PC. This case was charged as having a gun in plain view. The officer in the DIMS, what he swore to, the gun was between the driver's seat and the center console. If it's between.
Well, it was like the butt of the gun was visible, right? If I
Yes,
remember?
but that, it has to be immediately apparent that it's a gun. And the reason I want you to see the body camera is within the first 2 minutes of the officer approaching the car, he asks Mr. Hunter if he has a gun. Mr. Hunter tells the truth and says yes. And the next thing the officer says is, "Where is it?"
I need to give them time to look at it though, you know? I mean, to be fair,
Okay,
both sides have to have the opportunity to look at what you're complaining about, that there's no PC, because they haven't had the opportunity to look at what you're saying. So the would be me allowing you to get into evidence where they've not been able to see it.
but it's their body camera.
I know that, but they're not prepared now. I mean, imagine we have 100 cases every day, you know? And it's just kind of like springing it on them. Hey, by the way,
here's what we can do, Judge, and this is okay. When we get a setting for a hearing,
So-
we want to have, because anything with body cam, I'd like to at least have an officer explain it.
Okay.
I think it's unfair to the officer to have just his body cam played before without any kind of context. But what I will do is I will look at the body cam as well. We will look at the body
Okay.
cam as well, evaluate it there.
I'm always happy to do it, but I want to be fair to them
Okay.
too, you know?
So this case is set for trial, I believe, on March 18th. My concern is that Mr. Hunter does have an allegation of a bond violation. And if he goes back in and there's no PC, he's being held on a case where,
PC's been found. I found PC. There is probable cause to go forward now. You're just saying, in your opinion, that there's no, after further looking through the evidence, so you're saying he's not guilty, right? But there is probable cause to go forward. I found probable cause. You're just saying that he's not guilty because, you know, the video may not show what you think they're alleging.
okay,
But, you know, regardless, Come up, Mr. Hunter. He's testing positive over and over for meth.
No, he missed a drug test on the 18th.
Come up.
And if you send in a test today, he will be clean.
I'm sending you for a test right now. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It's now 11:30, so I guess we'll have to put it off for Monday,
Okay.
but,
Starting Monday.
where did I see somewhere that was alleged that there was meth or?
That was his first drug test back in,
Okay. So he was just a no-show at that.
Yeah, he
Okay,
just-
I'm sending you for a test now, Mr. Hunter.
okay,
So if it's negative, great. If it's not, we'll deal with it when we get there. But
Okay.
I'm sending you for a test now. If you ever fail to show again, I will put you in jail. Do you understand? You know better than anything. You have to show up to these tests. You know. Okay, so just have him take a seat. I'll have him sent and then we'll roll to Monday.
and this case is set for trial on the 15th. The state has already filed, I think, their pretrial motions. Is there a way we can move it up and we'll waive the 20 days?
It's, you speak to them. I'm
Okay,
happy to do whatever you
I
want to
just
do
don't
as long as they're
trial
in
dates you
agreement.
have.
Sorry?
I just don't know what trial dates you have.
Ramona's back there.
Okay,
She can tell you.
Okay.
But, if we're going before, you need to get their approval.
Okay.
As far as, waiving any kind of
well, if you were going to
deadlines.
be here next week, or if you were going to be out, there's no point
I'm
in
not
asking.
going anywhere.
Okay.
I never go anywhere.
You need a vacation, Judge.
All right. You ain't lying. Okay, Mr. Hunter, take a seat. I'm sitting.
Okay.
Thanks, Sam.
Sit down.
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Cooley. Mr. Cooley, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. So,
On February 21st, 2025, an officer observed a white Nissan Sentra without a front license plate. A traffic stop was initiated. The officer made contact with the defendant driver. The officer observed the odor of marijuana. The defendant admitted to having a cigar blunt with marijuana inside the vehicle. A probable cause search was conducted. The officer observed an electronic scale in the front driver's side door panel, a full cigar with marijuana inside tucked near the passenger seat and center console, and a large plastic bag containing approximately 1.06 ounces of marijuana on the passenger floorboard. The officer found a box of sandwich-sized Ziploc bags and one separate Ziploc bag containing marijuana residue. The defendant was identified with his Louisiana ID.
can you run him to see if he has a Texas driver license, please?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Cooley, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. So the only condition I'm putting on you at this time is you are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. Do you understand?
Sir.
If you do not have either, then you are not allowed to drive. And I'm making that a condition of your bond. If I find that you do, then I will put you in jail. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer or would you like to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Okay, I need you to fill out an application for me to see whether you qualify. So Deputy Edgegon is going to give you an application. I'll have you fill it out. I'll take a look at it. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions though. Do you understand? Okay,
So nothing is copied.
so you do not have you don't have a Texas driver license. So you're not allowed to drive. This is an affidavit that you're going to be signing with me today. I don't care what's going on in your life, Mr. Cooley. I don't care that you have to go to work. I don't care that the baby has to go to the hospital. If you don't have a license and insurance, do not drive. Do you understand? If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and I will scream with joy taking this off for you. But until that point, don't. All right, I'm gonna have you swear to us that you're not gonna drive. I'll get you to Victoria for your, sign your reset, and then a deputy at you go and will give you an application. All right? Please.
An officer observed a white Nissan Sentra without a front license plate. A traffic stop was initiated. The officer made contact with the defendant driver. The officer observed the odor of marijuana. The defendant admitted to having a cigar blunt with marijuana inside the vehicle. A probable cause search was conducted. The officer observed an electronic scale in the front driver door panel, a full cigar with marijuana inside tucked in near the passenger seat and center console, and a
I
large
get an argument,
plastic bag containing approximately 0.016 ounces of marijuana.
You ready for it? All right, Judge. So in Texas, we can't distinguish between hemp and marijuana. The only thing that distinguishes it is the concentration of THC in the substance. We don't have a lab report. He could easily have said, hey, it's marijuana, thinking it's marijuana, but if it's hemp, it's not illegal to have it. He could be under a mistake of fact or a mistake of law. So he doesn't know. He didn't give him, hey, here's a lab report of the substance that's in there. They don't have a lab report. They can't tell me if that's marijuana or if it's hemp, which is legal. It could be either one of those substances.
I think that there's probably a totality of circumstances, and not to mention the admission, that makes it enough for probable cause to go forward. Now, if the lab report comes back and there's something different, okay. But for probable cause purposes, I think that there's enough to go forward.
Without the lab, just being clear, we don't have a lab at this time.
I think that there's enough to go
Okay,
forward.
understood. Thank you, Judge. All right, have a seat, Mr. Cooley. I'm going to bring another client out for PC in a moment. I'll let.
Sure.
Heather can-
How did she get here?
She had to put one.
Oh,
It was
that's right.
a transfer with the Mendoza one. So they just sent her over here to,
So there's a co-defendant in this case.
yes, Judge Mendoza, he's here too, but we're waiting on counsel. to show up. And she said she was gonna ask for a court appointment.
Ms. Vargas, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. On February 21st, 2025, at around midnight, officers in Harris County, Texas were patrolling Greens Point Drive when they observed a truck with expired registration from December of 2024. A traffic stop was conducted. Upon approach, the officer detected a strong odor of marijuana from the vehicle. After the defendant was removed from the front passenger seat and detained, a search revealed a marijuana cigar and a cigar and pistol magazine under the driver's seat. The officers located a black Taurus pistol with a loaded magazine and a purse behind the driver's seat. After being Mirandized, the defendant claimed that the pistol belonged to her friend's boyfriend and admitted that the purse was hers. Additional marijuana was found in a yellow backwoods container in the center console.
Was the gun found in her purse, near the purse? Because,
Yes, the pistol was found inside her purse behind the driver's seat.
okay. But Ms. Mendoza, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. How old are you, ma'am?
18.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to test you. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons. If I find that you have a weapon, likewise, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds, ma'am.
Judge, could I get the calls number one more time?
255 2544.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, ma'am?
Probably.
Do you work? What do you do?
I'm a hostess.
Did you graduate from high school?
No.
Okay, we're going to work on that as well. I will give you a lawyer today, okay? I need you to fill out an application, so Deputy Miranda is going to give you an application. I need you to fill it out for me. I'll have you talk to a lawyer here momentarily. But all I want are my streets to be safe. If I find that you pick up a new case, if I find that you're a danger, you break these conditions, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand? This is the only warning that you're going to get, so heed it well. Okay, come on.
Record like, let him sign.